Morning everyone, hope everybody's okay. I've just come on very quickly to do this project with you. Now I wanted to show you first the other one sheet wonder cards that I done, and I didn't post the video because the video ran into 40 odd minutes and I thought 40 odd minutes, that's a bit long out of your time. So I just want to show you the cards anyway, and it's using the Joyous Noel DSP. Absolutely love it, especially this Merlot colour, or Merlot, or whatever you call it, but I call it a Merlot. So these are the cards that I made. This was another one sheet wonder, it was just a 12 by 12, and you'll see I've done some embossing and whatnots. And someone said sometimes the simplest cards look best, and I totally agree. Less is more. So these are the ones that I done. So there was the other 12 cards, and if I stopped gassing maybe I could have put the video up, but I was too busy gassing. So that's another 12 that's going to get boxed up and get sent off. Now as I was saying, Merlot or Merlot or whatever colour you want to call it holds a special place for me, because I don't know whether I've already told you, but I got married on the 15th of December 2012, and my bridesmaids were wearing Merlot, and because it was absolutely Baltic they were also wearing ivory coloured faux fur shrugs, so they looked absolutely stunning. So that, yeah, that colour holds a place in my heart. So this is our template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie it that way so that you can see it all, okay, and you can see the bits that I'm going to cut away. And okay, so if you just want to screenshot that, then you'll know you're going in the right direction. Okay, so I'm going to move that. Now here where I've marked, these are all the bits. I've got snowflakes everywhere. These are all the bits that we're going to cut away. And you can't even see them marks, can you? They are there. Okay, so I need my snips, because I wish we still done the long scissors, but we're going to remove these two. I've not even given you the dimensions, have I? Right, the piece of card you're going to start off with is 7 3/4 by 11. Okay, so it's 7 3/4 by 11. You're going to score, your first score line on the 11-inch side is going to be a 3 1/4. Then you're going to make a mark at the 6 1/2 inch. Don't do a score line, just give it a little notch in the top. Then your next score line is 8 1/8, then 8 5/8, then 10 1/4, 10 3/4, and that leaves you with that little 1/4 of an inch there. Okay, so then you're going to turn it to your short side, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 6 3/4, and 7 1/4. Okay, and that will give you, there's the score lines on your short side. You should have 3 in total. Yeah, 3 in total. Okay, there's the ones, that's your first one on your long side. Then your little notch at the 6 1/2, you can just make mine out there. Then at 8 1/8, 8 5/8, 10 1/4, 10 3/4, and that leaves you that little bit. Okay, so now we're going to take these bits off. So these 1-inch score lines on this side and the 2 score lines on this side, get rid of them. Hang on. I wish we still sewed the big scissors. Try and get this as straight as you possibly can, because this is going to be your card, okay? And you're only going to take it, right, I'm going to put a line in here. You know that 6.5-inch notch we made? I'm going to put a line in. Just pencil. Where's my pencil? Draw the pencil line in before you start cutting at that 6.5-inch notch. Okay, because you're only going to cut up to that line. So we're only taking these sides off up to that 6.5-inch line. Got that many projects to the side of me that need doing that. Okay, so we're going to take it up to this 6.5-inch line. And as straight as we can possibly get it. And this would make a lovely, I'm going to do these for my grandson actually. You know, when we finish for Christmas, it would make a lovely little teacher's gift. Okay, so we've got rid of them. So that's what you're looking at now. If I put it that way, you can see it. Okay, now we're going to get rid of this little one. Okay, so now we need to cut up these and notch them in. So I'm going to cut up, do me little wedge, do me little wedge on this one. So you're just basically cutting a V out. So if we just do that on all of them. Okay, so that's what that side looks like. Okay, now this top side is different, this other side. You can see where I've marked. We're going to remove that one, remove that all together, remove that one and remove this all together. So, do you know, I'm going to notch that in first. Okay, now I'm going to take my triangle out of this one. Hang on, no I'm not. I'm going to cut up this one first. So I'm cutting up that just straight up. Okay, I'm going to remove that one with the mark on. Okay, now I can notch in. Like that, and I can give that a little notch as well. Okay, now I'm going to remove these two. See them two oblongs? I'm going to remove them too. So we're going to cut it up. And they're coming off all together. So we're going to cut them off. Okay, so that's what we've got there coming off. Okay, makes it easy, doesn't it? Don't forget to notch in there. and we'll do our notch in there, and then we're going to remove that one there. Okay, so after we've cut all that away, I will show you now. That is what your box, well, your template should look like now. And if I was you, what I would do is do a rough one and keep it in your stash somewhere so that you've always got that template. Okay, now I know this is my top and I know that's going to fold under, so I'm going to put my DSP on the top there, and your DSP is going to measure 3 2/8 wide by, I'm sorry about having the light on and the glare, by 6 1/8 long. Okay, and that's going to go on there, and it's going to give us a lovely little border. Okay, now I've chose to go with, I've not gone with the Merlot card base, I've gone with the soft suede, I think it is, that's in the DSP. So you want that one there, and then this piece is inches now, 6 1/8 long by 1 1/2 wide. Okay, and that's going to go on there. So we're going to stick them on now, and I'm using this again. The reason I didn't put that video up, the reason it took me 40 odd minutes to do 12 cards was the fact that I was using my tape runner, and it decided it wasn't playing and it wasn't friends, and it was just going to mess me up. So hence the video didn't go up. So we're putting that on there, and we're getting our lovely little border. Okay, just give it a squish down, and we're putting this one on here. So just put some glue on there. You use whatever glue you know you're comfortable with. Mine at the minute just seems to be wet glue. Again, okay, so that's giving me lovely little border again. Now you're also going to want a piece of either vellum or acetate, or do you know. So I've chose a piece of vellum out of the, I'm sure this is the painted glass suite, and you get the vellum sheets that are already designed for you. You can colour them in and what have you, stain them, and okay, so I've just pulled a couple out there, but I went with that one because it was easier for me to measure and cut. So I've just cut 1 inch, okay, and you're going to want that in a minute, because on this part that we've just stuck our DSP on, and you want to do this before you start scoring all your burnishing all your score lines. We're going to use the window punch, the label punch. Get your words out, Mel. Flip's sake. Right, so I'm going to go in about halfway. Okay. And try and keep it lined up. Oh, come on, flip's sake. Okay, I've got that fairly straight. It's not perfect, but not never handmade is perfect. Okay, so we've got that there. So now we're going to put our vellum. You can use tape, of course you can, to put your vellum on. I'm going to stick with me wet glue. Like a big child. Yeah, I'm going to stick with me wet glue. I'm going to actually see if I've got much Tombow left, because I want it to grab fairly quickly. No, it's not playing, so I'm going to have to... I've got window sheets, I've got glue. Are you going to play nicely for me? No. Oh. See, I want it to dry fairly quick for me. I'm just going to have to go with this. And just try not to let it splodge out too much. Okay. So obviously we want our shiny side of our vellum. See the way it has the shine on it, to be seen from the outside. And that is from a 6x6 paper stack. So we can just see that through there. Okay, just gives it another bit of detail. Now we can start folding and burnishing all our score lines. Okay. So we have the little 1/4 inch one, and we have that one. Okay. Now we're going to need to put tape along that little tiny 1/4 inch tab. Couldn't get me words out then. So I'm going right up to my score line. Get me non-sticky scissors. And do you know what I've gone and done? I forgot to bring the candles in with me. Never mind, we shall cope. There's always something with me, isn't there? I seem to be on top of things and then just something just throws me off. So that is going to become a box. Okay, so we're going to take our sticky off, the back off our sticky. And what we're going to do is, mine would be on the back. Let me just get my pencil. So I'm just making me mark round the front so I can see it. Okay, I am just going to line that up now with that 6-inch. Okay, so line it up with your 6-inch score line, and then go in with your bone folder and sticky that glue down on both ends. Sticky tape down. Okay, so we're going to close this end up, so stick our tabs in. Fold that one up, put a bit of glue on it, or tape, whichever you want. This end we need a little finger notch, so I've just got one of our old balloon punchers, I think it is. Yeah, one of the itty bitty balloon punch. So I've just put a hole in there. And we're going to close that up. Okay, so there's our box. Now the insert for our card, I have just cut a piece of Whisper White that measures 5.5 by 3 2/8. Okay, and that's going to be the insert in our card. And that's Whisper White. Did I say Whisper White? Look, that's coming from because I'm not holding it. So that should fit right up to your box. Okay. Now in this box, I've not brought them in with me and I've only got the Yankee ones. This will fit 4 of the, you know, the IKEA tea lights. I don't want to say cheap, but you know what I mean. It won't fit the Yankee ones in, but it will fit the IKEA ones in, or the ones in the metal, if you like. See? So you know what I'm on about, don't you? So it will fit them in. So there, right, if your box comes over there, all you're going to do is just snip a little bit off there. Just leave a little border on. Oh, I wish we had our big scissors back. Stampin' Up, bring them back, bring them back. Okay, so I've got mine down now. Brute force and ignorance melt. That's what it's called for. So there is our card and our box. Okay, now we're going to decorate this side. Before that I need to rub out my line, don't I? Seems I put it on the wrong side anyway. Because as I say, my grandson will probably end up taking these to school for his teacher. know, teachers work so hard. It's nice when you can just give them a little something something. And who doesn't like smelly candles? I love me smellies. So I stamped my stamp in the crumb cake. Okay, made the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. And I just fussy cutted it out. Now the trick with fussy cutting is move your paper, don't move your scissors. Okay, so that's just going to go on there. So I'm going to get a couple of dimensionals. And all I'm doing is sticking them on the back. So I know I'm off shot, but that's all I'm doing, honestly. And I'm just stabbing them. Oh, come on. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there. Just stick them dimensionals down. I've took a couple of snowflakes. In the centre I've put one of our faceted gems. Now the closest one I could find to the Merlot was the, I think it's Blackberry Bliss. These things just fall off this card, you know. Stay. I think it is Blackberry Bliss. And it doesn't say, but it's the darkest, like purpley one, not the black, the one next to it. I think it is Blackberry Bliss. And I've just put them in the centre. Okay. So I'm just going to stick them on with a dab of glue. And I'm just going to put one up here. And I've used some of that shimmer spray on the centre ones. And one down there. So there's our card, there's our box, and yeah, just fall off, you know, just see, I'm even having problems with this flipping glue now. If you've scored your lines well, I think it's my pad underneath. It does actually stand up, okay? It does, I promise you. And yeah, it holds 4 tea lights, 4 nice smelly tea lights. So I hope you give that a go. I will give you the dimensions again, and I will bring back my template. So you need a piece of cardstock that's 11 inches long by 7 3/4. Yeah, 7 3/4 wide. You are going to score at 3 1/4 inches. You are going to mark at 6 1/2 inches. Don't score it because you'll end up with a flappy card, if you know what I mean. So you're going to score at 3 1/4. You're going to mark at 6 1/2. You're going to score at 8 1/8. You're going to score at 8 5/8. You're going to score at 10 1/4. Then you're going to score at 10 3/4. Okay. Then you're going to turn it round to the 7-inch side. Turn it that way. to the 7 3/4 inch side, and you are going to score at 1/2 inch right the way down. You're going to score at 6 3/4 inch right the way down, and then 7 1/4 inch right the way down. And that is what your template, what it should look like when you have it all scored and cut out. And when you turn it over, you stick your DSP on there, the first panel, and on the last panel. Then you cut your window out of that last panel as well. Okay, so there's your template, and there is our project. That is our lovely little tea light box, and it does stand, I swear it does stand. It's my pad underneath. Definitely is. See where I've got this cut line? It's all lumpy bumpy. But it does, I promise you. So there's your card and your tea light box, and I just think it's something a little different to give your grandchild or your young child to take into school for the teacher, because let's face it, teachers do work really hard and do a lot for our children. So I hope you give that a go. Let me know if you do. As I say, it won't fit the Yankees in, the Yankee tea lights, but it will fit the cheaper ones in, the IKEA ones. So there you go. So take care, and take care of each other. Bye.